And this is how I thought that one of my good friends like had stolen a dessert and like dumped it in her purse. But apparently it was the ghost. So on December 28th of 2020, I had some friends over, a married couple, and we had had dinner and we were talking. They were ready to leave. Well, I had bought some little tarts, like little pecan pie tarts. I know it's not so southern not to make it. Everything else was homemade, but I just didn't have time for dessert. So I had picked up this carton of tarts and I had them out on the counter in the dining room. Now, they each had one tart, and I think I had one as well. And then I was showing them around because the house was new, to them. So we took a tour through the bottom of the house. And the thing of it is this house goes in a complete circle on the bottom. You can go through every room with the exception of mine. And so there was nobody else home but my daughter who was upstairs. Now, we were all through the bottom of the house, and absolutely nobody came down the stairs or was walking around. We would have seen them. Like we were all over the bottom floor. And again, there's really nowhere to hide. So I asked if she wanted to take anything home, leftovers, whatever. And she said no. And they kind of, left. It was getting late and they just kind of wanted to get out of there. And that's fine. So I go to clean up and I'm going to put all these. There were 16 tarts. Okay. We ate three. There should have been 13 tarts. So I go and I think I'm going to put these in some Tupperware or whatever so the kids can have them later. I want you to tell me how when I get the platter, there are no tarts. Not one. Zero tarts left on that platter. And I thought, oh my God, I would have put those in some Tupperware for her. I thought she must have really been hungry or somebody. They had stuff in their pockets, in her purse, whatever. I'm thinking, okay, whatever. I'm not upset about it, but I would have given them to you in a container if you had asked me. And so, I waited a few days and I was talking to her on the phone or something, and I just casually mentioned it and in a way that wouldn't sound accusatory anyway. And I said, y'all must have liked those tarts. And, she's like, oh, yeah, the whole supper was great. And I'm like, yeah, I guess you took some of them home with you. And I said, that's good because I didn't need to eat all that anyway because I am a Southern hostess. And she's like, no, we didn't take anything. And I said, oh, okay. I said, that's really weird because when y'all walked out the door, all the tarts were gone. And then in my mind, I know that she was with me the whole time, like literally with me. I never saw her veer off, go get the tarts, or him, either one, that we were all together. So you tell me how a ghost is going to steal and eat 13 tarts.